Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you already know, my name is Joy and this is Joy and Hope's vlog. In today's episode, I'll be showing you how I make my Nigerian stew. For the Nigerian stew, I'll be using this onion, tomato, and then I'm using green pepper. All of this are already washed. I'm using green pepper. I'm also going to be using this. This is an already fried chicken and gizzard. I already fried this chicken and gizzard. Right here I have my chopped pomo. For this one, you can find in any African store around you, maybe in Walmart or any hypermarkets around you. So I have this chopped pomo. Also, I have Titus fish. We call it Titus fish. I think some people call it mackerel fish, but right in Nigeria we call this Titus fish. So I'm going to be using 2 of this. I also have my favorite Prayer ginger garlic paste. Right here I have Sautéing tomato paste. This is also one of my favorites. I have so many favorites. And then right over there I have my African shop red scotch bonnet pepper. So all of this are what I'm going to be using to make this Nigerian stew. So if you're just joining me or if you're new to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button and leave your likes, leave your comments below. I will be more than grateful to hear from you. So join me while I make this beautiful Nigerian stew. Yeah, so what I want to do now is to take a clean knife and then I will start with the green pepper, the store-bought green pepper, and then I will start with the onion. Then I will cut into smaller chunks, and then I would have to blend this. I always like to start with the pepper, the green chili, and the onions first. And I always like to use plenty of onion in my stew. So all of this are already washed. They are already washed, so I'm just going to cut and blend. So what I want to do after cutting this is to add a little bit of water to this. So I just added a little bit of water, as you can see, a little bit of water to this, and then I will cover this and then I will blend it. So there's a secret I use when I'm making my stew. I would not allow my pepper or my mixture to blend totally. Like I won't allow it to blend to a total paste. What I would just do is to blend it a little bit. I think you'll call it sha, you just sha the pepper. So I'll let it blend a little bit, and then you remember I added some water into this before blending. So I'm just gonna take a sieve and a bowl, and then I'll just pour into the bowl to remove the excess water. I will repeat the same process for everything. For all of this pepper, I will repeat the same process for it. The whole idea is to get that, I don't want it to blend totally, so the whole idea is to get a very beautiful, sweet, delicious Nigerian stew. stew taste. So you can also try roasting your pepper inside an oven. You can roast your tomato, roast your ginger, roast your garlic, roast your pepper inside an oven, just a little bit, and then you can blend. That is another beautiful style you can use to achieve a beautiful, sweet Nigerian stew. So you can see what I'm doing now. I'm sieving out the excess water from this. After sieving out the excess water, I'm just going to add the rest, the contents, into a pot. Please don't mind my pot. I've been using this pot for ages. So yeah, here you have it. My onion and pepper. So I'm going to repeat the same process I'm going to set that one aside because there's something I'm going to do with that. I will show you as the video goes by. So now I'm going to be adding the African pepper. This African pepper you can get from an African store, an African shop. Yeah, so I'm going to be adding this ones. After adding this one, what I want to do next is to slice my tomatoes into smaller pieces. After slicing the tomato, I will then add the same water which I sieved out from the previous blended one pepper. I will add it to this one also. The whole idea is I don't want too much water inside my stew. If you're just joining me, you're most welcome. Kindly click on the subscribe button. And also I have other videos. You can check out my other videos down below. I have some amazing videos. One of my videos is how I left the UAE in 2019. You can check out that videos. You can leave your comments, you can leave your likes below. So yeah, now I'm going to blend this. So like I said earlier, I do not want this to be totally blended. You can still see a couple of seeds inside this tomato. So I will sieve out the contents. I'll repeat the same process for the rest of the tomato. So I'm going, like I said earlier, I already tossed the pepper, the blended pepper into this pot. So I'm gonna strike the gas and then I will start. So this way, I'm going to pre-cook the pepper. By pre-cooking the pepper, it makes it a lot more better because I just have to fry the stew after all of this. So I'm going to be pre-cooking the pepper for like about let's say 15 minutes, so has to have all the water dried off. So while all of that is being cooked, while all of this pepper is cooking, I'm going to take my knife and then I will start to dice this. So what I want to do is to dice this fish and then I will wash, seasoning this fish and fry. So let me take you through the process of cutting my fish into smaller chunks. Welcome to Joy's Kitchen, where I cook all types of African food, continental food, name it. So I really am not the type that likes to eat head of Titus fish especially. So I am going to throw the edge of the Titus fish away. Yeah. So I'm going to take this now and then I will wash, clean thoroughly as much as possible. So So what I will be doing now is to clean this fish and remove all types of dirt from the fish, especially this one that comes in the middle of the fish. I do not like to eat that. I don't think anybody does. So I'm going to get rid of everything and I will wash the fish properly. I heard there are fake titles in Nigeria now. I don't know how true that is. I've never seen any fake titles before. But I heard there are some fake titles. I think they call it rubber titles or so. Yeah, so I'm not using this one. Like I said, I will trash all this. So I'm going to repeat this process for about 3 times to actually get rid of the blood on this Titus fish. You know, as Africans we call it Titus fish, especially Nigerians we call this Titus fish. So I'm going to get rid of the blood. I will repeat this process 3 times so we can have a clean fish to work with. So there you go. You see that? You see that? Clean Titus. So I'll set this aside now and then I will start to seasoning this. So before seasoning the Titus fish, I want to make sure that the pepper is boiling, right? And yeah, it is boiling very well. So I'll close this one and let it continue boiling, and then I'll move to the process of seasoning my fish. So if you're just joining me, you're most welcome to my channel. Right now today I'm preparing Nigerian stew with fish, Titus fish, the one you call mackerel, and chicken and gizzard. So what I'm doing now is I want to add some seasoning into this Titus fish, the mackerel fish. So I'll be adding a bouillon, 1 bouillon, and then I will add salt. This is so as to get a very tasty fish. Yeah, so this much is okay because we want to fry this fish. I don't want to use the fresh fish inside the stew. That can be done when I'm cooking my normal soup. So I will incorporate this thoroughly into the fish. I will incorporate the seasoning thoroughly into the fish. And set it aside for some minutes. Set it aside for about 10 minutes while I check my my pepper, which is already cooking, to see how much that has been cooking. Ooh. Well, I'm still gonna leave this to boil, to cook for about another 10 minutes. Because I want to get rid of the water totally, so I have a dry pepper to use for my stew. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to be slicing my onion, one which I will use to fry my stew. I like so much onion in my meal, so I'm slicing this in big chunks. I'm going to get another one and then do the same thing. I added a sunflower oil into this frying pan my non-stickable fry pan. So I will use the sunflower oil to fry this fish. So I'll just let this warm for a little bit, and then I will start frying the fish. For the fish frying oil, I'm using Castizo. This is called Castizo extra virgin olive oil. I like to use olive oil so as to reduce the cholesterol. So this is maximum acidity of 0.6%, a product of Spain. So it's an extra virgin olive oil which I'm using to fry my fish. While the fish is frying, I will quickly wash up all the utensils that I've used for the process of making all of this. So I'll be washing the utensils and then I'll get back to frying the stew properly. So guys, I just cleaned up my utensils and everything I used in preparing this meal. At least to this point, you know, they say cleanliness is next to godliness, if I am correct. Yeah, so the fish is frying graciously, frying so beautifully. One thing about this fish is you can't resist this fish. Well, I know of a couple of people who say they don't eat Titus fish, but yeah, who doesn't eat Titus fish? Why? I mean, you need to eat Titus fish. Very important. Okay, so I'll leave it to fry a little bit more, a little longer. You need to eat Titus fish. It's very important, honestly. So far so good. The fish has been frying for some time now. So I want to turn the fish so I can get it evenly fried. So I'm letting this fry until the other side is as golden brown as the first side. While doing that, my sauce is still cooking. So altogether now this has been cooking for like 20 minutes because I really want the water inside to dry. So I just have to fry the stew. This process makes it quicker when frying the stew. You don't need to wait to make the water dry when frying. So you just fry when the water is already dried from you boiling the sauce. While that is cooking, I will be chopping my pre-cooked pomo. I already pre-cooked this. So I'll be chopping it into smaller pieces. I just like the pomo to be small inside the stew. Into smaller pieces. You can see. This was brought out from the refrigerator. already cooked. Then I left it to defrost a little bit so I can chop. So one secret to getting a soft pomo, no matter how hard no matter how hard this pomo is to just cook in your rice cooker. I tell you, the pomo will be very soft. Very soft. It looks hard now because I brought it out from the freezer. So, trust me, this combo will be so damn good. Combo of fish, pomo, some chicken, and gizzard. So I'll quickly pack this out, the fish out from the frying pan, and then we'll start the process of frying our stew. So our pepper sauce, our pepper, I've been cooking all together now for 25 minutes. You can see how it looks now. So this way I'm able to scoop from this pepper to fry my stew. So I'll take this out of the fire now, and then we'll begin the process of the stew. So for the stew frying, I already placed my pan, my pot on the fire. What I want to do now here is to reuse the oil which I've used to fry this fish. Pour it here. The reason I'm doing this is to give the stew that fish flavor that I have always loved. So yeah, I'm gonna be reusing this into this, and then add a little bit more. So you know this oil has already been seasoned with that fish flavor seasoning, like I always say. So I will add a little bit more Spanish Castizal olive oil. There is no Nigerian stew without you using oil. That's why you have to use an olive oil to fry your stew. So while this is frying, I will add the onion. You remember the oil is already very hot due to the fact that I've used it to fry my fish, and I just transferred into this pot. So I will add the onion. I don't have to wait for it to, fry for too long. Please subscribe to my channel. Subscribe, comment, like my videos. Also check out more videos which I have down below. I have a video for weight loss. If you're struggling with too much weight, you can check out my video for weight loss. And if you want to see all about the UAE culture, way of life, how to live with your family, just stay tuned to my channel. I'll be bringing you more beautiful videos on a daily. So at this point, my onion has been frying, so I want to add my tomato paste. There is no Nigerian stew without a tomato paste, I guess. So I want to add my tomato paste into the already frying oil. So to do that, I will take a spoon. I'll be using 3 tablespoons. I guess my own tablespoon is bigger than 3. Bigger than the real tablespoons, but yeah, let me scoop a little bit. So this is enough, according to how the spirit leads you. We have different types of taste, but some people like too much of tomato in their food, but so this will be using this much. There's one aroma that this tomato gives when I'm using it. My kitchen smells so heavenly. Like even people from the next flat can smell the food. They can perceive it from a distance. So I can imagine how the entire floor is right now. This goes as far as to the lifts. Yeah. So I'll leave this to fry for a while. For not so long. And then I will add my favorite ginger garlic paste, Freya ginger garlic paste. Now this is not an ad, this is not a sponsored post, but you see this, if you're in the UAE, you need to get one. Very important. It saves you a lot of time. You don't have to start peeling your ginger, peeling your garlic, blending, doing all of those stress. Do you know how stressful it is to peel garlic and ginger? So, not to go through that stress, you want to buy this Freya ginger garlic paste. So I'll be scooping a little of this into my tomato. And then I'll let it fry to give that aroma, that beautiful aroma. So you remember we already pre-cooked our pepper, ginger, garlic, and onion. So I'll be adding this bit by bit into this mixture. So now that the onion has fried for like 5 minutes to 10 minutes, I will add this gradually. I'm not even done. The whole place is smelling so good. Oh my goodness. In fact, let me just pour. You can see there's still a little bit of water in it, but that's not an issue. It will just combine together. So incorporate the tomato paste, which is already inside, which has already been frying. I will incorporate it into this and then I'll mix it together. So I'm going to let this fry, just to fry the pepper mixture for about, let's say 10 minutes. From 10 minutes, if it's not yet fried to my satisfaction, I will let it fry again for another 5 minutes. So this depends on you. Everyone has their style, right? So I will just let this fry for a bit. So my stew has been cooking for some time now. So I want to add my bouillon into it. I'm adding 4 for this one. For the stew, I'll be adding 4. And then I'll be adding my curry. I'll be adding my thyme, dried thyme. I'm adding this much. And give it a stir. So you remember I I cooked my chicken, so I have a little chicken stock here. I'll just put a little bit of it and then keep the rest of the chicken stock in the fridge. So I will be adding my already chopped pomo. I'll be adding this because I want it to be much more softer. You know, when the pomo has soaked the stew. that's what I want. So I'll be adding this now. And then I will mix thoroughly. This is the point where I want to add salt to taste. So I'll be adding a very little amount of salt just because majority of this bouillon has salt in it already. And you remember I just used my chicken stock, which I have added salt while I was cooking the chicken. So I'll just add a little salt to this, just a little. Because you don't want your stew to be very salty, right? I'll give it a stir again. I'll let it fry now. So if you're just joining my channel, you're most welcome. I am a food and lifestyle vlogger. In this channel, I will be showcasing a lot of things for you. Some things you can learn from life experiences, food. So just a quick hint, guys. My anniversary is coming up. My wedding anniversary is coming up. So we're going to be celebrating it in grand style. This will be our 10 years since we did our cut wedding and traditional wedding. So by next year it will be 10 years since we did our white wedding, because we initially did our traditional wedding and cut wedding. I'm going to be telling you about all of those gist. Just stay tuned, okay? Just stay tuned. It's a whole lot of gist, You don't want to miss out. Trust me, guys. Trust me, you don't want to miss out. So while this is frying, I'll quickly take some water to drink. I am very tasty right now. So I'll quickly drink some water and I'll get back. So guys, join me. I'm sure you need to drink some water also. So join me. Cheers to all of you. All my amazing subscribers, my amazing viewers. Cheers. So at this point I want to reduce the flame. Bless me, Lord. I want to reduce the flame and just let it fry from bottom to top. And then I will start to add all of my proteins. I'll add this gradually, because I don't want it to break, right? So I'll be adding this gradually. If you're first timer here, welcome. A standing ovation for you. Welcome. You can share this video to your family, your friends. You know, help your girl, right? Help your girl grow. You know, this is the most important part of this of this stew. You have to be very gentle so the fish doesn't break. So guys, in my next episode I will be showing you how I make my ewa going Togo beans. This beans is something I've been eating since when I was very young. Oh my god, there's no day that goes by without me eating ewa going. So stay tuned. Be glued to this channel. I'll be showing you a whole lot of things you don't want to miss, and also something you can learn from. So I'm just going to leave this to make that small ewa going sauce I talked about. So I'll be refrigerating this. So I want to give this a stir. Just a mild stir. Because this is the reason why I've been stirring from the beginning, so I don't have to break the fish. Let's have a taste, guys.
Whoa!
Oh my god. Oh no. This is too good. Too good. So guys, for the pepper, you can adjust the pepper to what your taste bud can carry. So you don't have to use as much pepper as I use because I eat a lot of pepper. So you can adjust your to the way you want it. So guys, at this point, our Nigerian stew made with fish, chicken, pizza, all the protein that your body needs for nourishment is ready. So for this stew, you can eat with yam, either boiled yam or fried yam. You can eat with rice. You can even eat with beans as well. Yeah, you can eat with beans as well. You can add it to your father rice. It's not gonna father sauce, but you can add this to your father rice also. You can eat with potatoes. Just name it. There is no limit to what you can eat Nigerian stew with. You can also eat with bread, lest I forget. So there's no limits. Nigerian stew cuts across all the continents as far as I'm concerned. There's no limits. So our stew is ready. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned.